Okay. Hello, Anders. How much your health better than that? Later. For right now, we'll skip that, except maybe that armor. I want to pump that up, because you're going along on the Deep Roads expedition with me. If I get something there, it'll be friendly for that. But I'm going to wait on that. This might be useful. Honestly, this is more Meryl stuff. I might give you rock armor just because it's a good defense. This is also nice. As is that. These are things I could see giving you. Let's beef up. That way you're buffed as a healer. Okay.
I could use your consult, Anders.
Bring it to Darktown and I'll get you a salve or something.
What? No. I need to know some things about mages.
Why?
I'm a guard. I'm the first person who has to deal with trouble.
You want help killing people like me?
No.
Not every mage can be trusted.
Nor every guard.
It's a perfectly reasonable request. You could share information on how to protect each other from each other, in fact. Evelina's right, whether you like it or not. Even though she didn't put it as well as she could have, Evelina's right. Just as you were right with Meryl, Evelina's right with you. Saw that. So, sit here for a moment.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't wave that around. I mean...
I keep getting lost
Thank you.
here. The last time I went to the
Perfectly
market by
normal
myself,
item.
it took me 4 hours to find my way home.
Oh, Meryl. And I appreciate the mage's concern. Alright, let's think about this. I know what we're going to do. Let's load everybody up with mages and then we'll click through this. See through this. Go back to Low Town. That spirit damage may not be enough. That's physical. Nice. The fortitude is really nice. Alright.
So, you married a Templar, huh?
What of it?
Are they all as dirty as they seem?
What?
Did he ever ask you to play the naughty mage and the hapless recruit? Maybe the secret desire demon and the upstanding knight?
That's disgusting.
I hear it's quite popular.
Don't pick on Aveline over that issue, Anders. I know you've got a sense of humor. I know it'd be funny, and there are times when I would laugh, but in this situation, I don't think it's that amusing. That's really nice. That's also really nice. I can't help but be defensive. That'll be that for that. I know what I'm going to be using you for, Anders, and it will be in a while. Trust me, you'll see all the action you could want more. Hey, buddy! How are you, Cedric? Good boy.
You're doing a nice job scraping the grime off these old floorboards.
Yep, old Cedric. You're a good buddy.
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give
Yep.
us the estate.
I don't like what I'm hearing about you getting caught up in all this business between the mages and the Templars.
I understand.
Your sister. You don't want to bring the eye of the circle down on her.
I know. You're right, Mother. But circumstances being what they are, I'm not getting as much. I'll try my best to keep her safe, but circumstances being what they are, I'm not. I'm often not able to stay out of them. Alright, let's think about how we're going to do this. Plus, I need to build ourselves up for that Deep Roads expedition. Let's see. Sure, he's... Nah, I'm gonna take this. Sure.
You know, lady, you promised me you'd tell me how your ship wrecked.
I was drunk. I thought the reefs around the wounded coast were made of candy.
Sure.
Oh, come on.
And a demon told me to do it. It bet me 60 sovereigns and a bottle of port. You're not the only one here who can bullshit, you know?
Let's wait a moment. Alright. What I'll do is I'll have to do more. Nice to see that threat generation go down. Nice to have that. Let's wait on that. For all intents and purposes, I'll skip that because of the friendly fire issue. That's nice, but for my purposes... Fine. You never can tell. All right, let's go. Alright, let's check something. Alright.
I need to find my wife. Will no one help me?
Okay.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Wise moves, guard.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
I don't know if I want to do something.
You should pay someone else. Well, like me. I like being paid.
If you can find Ninette, I will gladly pay you. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged on.
Oh, great.
The guards disagree.
Good for you,
They are
Emily.
more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Oh, what a glorious turd of a man you are. This person is wafting massive waves of divorced dad energy upon us. I wonder if he has any conception of why his behavior and attitude toward his wife may help explain why she is no longer with him. Is it possible there are elements of your frustration that that played a role in your attitude prior to this that may have led her to want to leave you, and you were completely clueless when it happened? Because why would anyone leave a glorious man like you? Everything was fine. She took care of you. What was her problem with that? Is Ninette in danger?
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing, gallivanting about with men half her age. She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
Oh, so you can't keep her happy. And she's making money and living her own life, and you don't like that. Threatens your ability to control her. Oh, you're charming. Divorced dad energy from hell. Don't you want her back?
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men. Huh? And makes no secret of it.
So would I.
I'll be better off with her gone.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
Wow. You wonder why she's gone.
I can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love. She defied her parents to marry me.
Then you should appreciate her.
Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
Well, let's find out a little bit more about her. Maybe she's in danger. When did you last see Ninette?
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
As is her right. I come and go as I please. So does everybody else. Her family is suspicious.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting.
Did you?
They believe this is
I don't think you
reason
did
enough for me
originally.
to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
You probably didn't. As massive a turd you are. From what I can tell, you probably almost certainly did not do anything to her. You're too cowardly and weaselly to do something like that. Something else is playing a role in this situation. At the same time, you are vile. Yeah.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
I'm going to make sure about this.
Ninette keeps the company of other men. Huh? And makes no secret of it.
Your fault.
I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it, they would ruin me otherwise.
You wonder why she's
I
gone.
can't imagine why she'd leave you. You're such a prize.
It wasn't always like this. We were in love. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
Ugh, you're vile. I won't help you.
You don't even care if your wife's alive or dead.
Yes.
I'm not helping you.
This vile.
So, you would leave her to
No.
die just to spite me?
No.
If you reconsider, talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. Yes, Ninette visited whores. They even send her flowers. To our home! And you wonder why I hate her?
Well, if you'd been a better man, maybe she wouldn't have had to go other places to get flowers. If you'd been a better man.
See you there.
Ugh. Let me see. Alright. Jethan and Elf at the Blooming Rose might know more about Ninette. The Hightown Brothel's open tonight. Alright, we might as well check. Make sure that she is okay. She seems like a fun and adventurous woman trying to live her life. I like that. As opposed to Ghislaine. Alright. Alright. Okay. Actually,
the blooming rose, where people come, then go.
I'm not going to take Aveline here. I'm not going to take Aveline here. It's not appropriate for her. It would look bad. I mean, they have to investigate, but it's... The nature of this investigation is such that Aveline's not proper for this. Sure. Anders might like the place. Maybe it'll cheer him up. Oops. Never mind me. Yeah. Here we go. There we go. No. This way.
Cora and Catriola are being horrible to me. Can't you stop them?
If they want to waste their time disciplining your useless brat, let them.
I won't mention this to your mother if you don't.
I'm sure she already knows.
Hello? Is Anders there? Can I speak to Anders?
You can stop yelling. It's always
Oh,
me.
don't be mean to Anders
Oh,
in that
good.
manner. That's not fair.
I didn't want to talk to that other guy. You know, the stick in the mud.
They're all one
He
person.
can still hear you.
Yeah.
Justice and I are one. Anyway, you wanted to talk to me?
Not really. I just wanted to make sure it was you.
Isabel, that's kind of cruel and unfortunate. They are the same person. That's kind of cruel. I wouldn't do that to him. I don't think it's going to be helpful in sort of like helping him to deal with the issues that he has and get them under control.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Oh, I like him. He reminds me of someone.
Yourself.
Jathan, have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company.
That's good.
I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Yeah.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the balls for it.
That's what I thought myself. You think she left Ghislaine?
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
It sounds like it. That was my assumption as well. Has Ghislaine spoken to you?
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking.
Yeah.
He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Good. He deserves to be thrown out. You seem fond of Ninette.
Were you hoping Ninette would leave Ghislaine for you?
Of course not. I know my place. I offer a service, that's all. Anyway, there was someone else looking for Ninette.
Oh, really?
A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either.
Sorry.
I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
You sure she isn't a mage?
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Someone else Ninette spent special alone time with, perhaps?
She always liked men in uniform. You could ask him yourself. Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime.
Sure. I think you're a good chap. I'd definitely do that. Alright. First off, let's see. Yes. 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 We do have to keep this variety of weapons. Okay. Yeah, these are better. Skip that. Skip that. Okay. All right, that's that. Yes, those are better. What about the ancestors? Come on. Ancestors greaves. All right. get our weapons figured out. Honestly, pure damage. Let's see what happens when we do this one. Okay, then now it's just a question. Ah, yeah. That's close enough. I'll live with that. Oh well, I'll take it. That is a magnificent looking staff. Even if it is a bit theatrical.
There's no food here. I want to go home.
I understand, kid.
We don't want no peace.
Go. Alright. Okay. So if they want to do this stuff, okay. And that one. Perfect. Nice. And quit picking on. There. Okay, Poppy.
That was surprising.
I thank you, Syrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Waste of time?
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Maren, one of our circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
A woman goes missing, and you'll either never find her, or you'll just find her body.
Isabella, that's horrible.
It's the truth, kitten. The world's not kind to women.
True.
I hope you're wrong.
So do
madam.
I.
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
That's too bad. But Isabella's probably right. Mara, this is one of the reasons why we gotta protect you from concerning with those demons. Because they might take advantage of that naivete. Because Isabella is right. Maybe she escaped?
Mages routinely flee the circle. Perhaps Maren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Can't you track Maren down?
Doesn't the circle use phylacteries
Yes.
to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Maren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Oh well. Have you gone to the guards?
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
No, it doesn't. We'll have to talk to Aveline about that. The guards should not have that attitude.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
This is suspicious.
I don't like the sound of this.
Neither do I, Syrah. But I cannot carry on. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
Thank you,
Foundry
Emmerich.
in Lowtown. I should look into that.
Yeah. So, you know what? I do respect you, Emmerich. Good job going to this effort to find these missing women who most people probably don't know and sadly maybe even fewer care about. Good, good. I'm glad you're doing this. Trying to find her. That's a good thing. Okay. In all my studies, I must say that the most intriguing was my interview with the Desire Demon. I can't imagine why. I'm familiar enough with demonology during the studies that Father would do with Bethany. That was actually very beneficial to learn about how these monsters and beasts work. That the creature was willing to speak with me was a sign that this was no mere monster mindlessly driven by its nature, but rather a rational being as interested in me as I was in it. It took a form I would call female, though I had no doubt that it could be otherwise. It's trying to seduce you and it's playing to your ego. Don't fall for it. I wondered if it appeared as it did because it wanted to or because I expected it to. Because it's trying to play on your desires. She, and indeed I can only think of her as such now, smiled warmly at me and laughed at a musical sound that seemed to thrill my old heart. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And nobody. So frightened was I of this creature's legendary abilities to twist the hearts of men. That's a wise choice. And so relieved was I when I looked across the table into her dark eyes. Oh, no. This was a fearsome creature of the fate, but as I spoke with her, I slowly came to realize that this demon was merely as misunderstood as we mages are ourselves. From the journal of former senior enchanter Malus, once of the Circle of Ravane, declared apostate, of course, in 920 Dragon. I am not at all surprised. Of all the threats beyond the veil, few are more insidious and deceptively deadly than the Desire Demon. In folklore, such demons are characterized as peddlers of lust, but it's much more than that. That's an oversimplification. Playing on it in lurid pornographic forms, tones, when it's actually much more subtle than that in many respects. Luring their prey into a sexual encounter only to be slain at the culmination. It's much more than that. While a desire demon can indeed deal in pleasure, in truth they deal with any matter of desire. Exactly. This is something that Malcolm was very insistent on impressing upon us, especially Bethany, because they can be incredibly dangerous for demons. In truth, they deal with any manner of desire that humans can possess. Wealth, power, and beauty, to name a few. Anything. The desire for one of a family, for example, far more intelligent than the bestial hunger and rage demons, and more ambitious than the demons of sloth. These dark spirits are among the most skilled at tempting mages into possession. Yes, they are. Many who serve the whims of a desire demon never realize it. And part of the reason why is because people have this simplistic view that they're all about lust and physical pleasure and carnal pleasure. And they are not. They are most certainly not. They are far more varied and diverse. It is just desire that they go after. And those are merely manifestations, and all of its concrete manifestations, not any specific one. They are manipulated by illusions and deceit, if not outright mind control, although these demons are reluctant to resort to such crude measures. Instead, they seem to take great pleasure in corruption. The greater the deceit, the greater their victory. Only demons of pride prove more fearsome opponents when roused. Their abilities to affect the mind allow them to assume disguises and even alter the environment. Their abilities to affect the mind allow them to assume disguises and even alter the environment to their purposes, not to mention the great strength and speed they possess if they should have to resort to more physical means. Most often a desire demon will attempt to bargain its way to freedom if overpowered. Many stories exist that depict mages defeating desire demons to the point where a wish can be brought from them. Now, those are fantasies. It should be noted that such stories, the demons almost always get the upper hand, even when the mage thinks his wish has been granted. Yep. That's the one good part of those stories. Nor in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Ravane. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari, or maybe they were happy there, left most of the country zealous followers of the Qun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Ravani refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called the Fade or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier, or even a shimmering wall of light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. I think I remember reading this before, but it's okay. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now. Static, solid, unchanging. Now they are open and you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real, more in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and that is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them, or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is an act of transition itself. It is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. I don't know about that last part. I don't know about the last part. From a dissertation on the Fate as a Physical Manifestation by Marino, Senior Enchanter of the Minrathous Circle of Magi, 655 steel. Well, this is old. This document is an order to redirect cargo to Woodrow's warehouse to the east. It is endorsed with Harbour Master Liam's barely legible signature, along with a note from his assistant, Aiden. Orlesian Port Authority's seal here suggests we apply the special rate for this. Emmerich's Notes. Emmerich's Notes are a messy collection of half-baked thoughts written on scraps of paper. Only one seems to stand out. There's something about that Lowtown Foundry where Marin's trail ended. I've got a strange feeling about it. Okay. Alright, let's make sure that we've got everything. Okay. A little bit of change. Alright. Lowtown, that makes sense. They wouldn't build something like that in Hightown. Right. Alright, here we go. Honestly, if I wasn't armed and in a group, I would not wander around this place at night. Okay. Alright, this doesn't look good. And of course... And then, of course, do it again. Alright. And of course, Desire demons are very dangerous, so that helps. Hit him again. Okay, that makes things much better. Now, of course, they're going to run at us.
Not too easy.
Alright. Okay, Meryl. Bethany. I'll let you take that one, Isabella. Neil, I've got a shade to stop. Come on. Oh, come on! Go heal. Alright. I need you to get away from that guy. Alright. Perfect. Better. Isabella, stand back for the moment. That helps. Give him this. Of course, he's doing his stuff. Hit him with that. Alright. Okay. He's dead. Okay, puppy. She keeps shooting the abomination. Okay.
Ooh, shades. What do you think that means?
Nothing good. Alright. Okay. There's Puppy.
Trap ahead. It's done.
Okay. Alright.
Happy now?
Yes, I am. Let's go back this way. Of course. Go. Everybody go this way. Go ahead. Perfect. Isabella? Do it. Now that guy in the back... in with another one. That's better. And then there's this guy. Okay. So the good news is they go down road.
Onward. There's much to be done.
Mainly junk. Ninette's ring. Design of fire. Fire damage to weapon. Okay.
You can survive without a hand. This doesn't mean anyone's dead.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
Something to sell. Alright. So, I'm going to bring I'm going to rope Aveline into this. We need someone official. Because the guards should have been investigating this far more properly than what they did. Not at all satisfied with their approach to this. It may be a traditional policing approach, but that doesn't mean an attitude. That doesn't mean that it's a good policing approach or attitude.
Your house reminds me of a crate I once slept in on the docks of Val Royo.
Gee, thanks. I hope it was a nice, comfy crate. No, no. So what we're going to do... we need you. Oh, and officious people. I don't really have that. Let's talk to Emmerich.
So, Isabella, you're a captain.
That's right, big girl. What of it?
I don't remember your name on any registries. Every ship that docks has to declare.
I never docked. And you're no port authority.
And you are no merchant.
Ooh, scrutiny.
Okay, Emmerich.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
Okay.
Well, Captain. Can I call you Captain? You can call me Captain.
I won't be doing that.
Neither will I, because you're a guard captain. No real authority. Not like on a ship.
Well, you would know about having a large number of men under you.
You've been waiting to use that one. Did you practice?
Shut up.
The two captains.
This ring is all I have to return to you. I'm sorry.
Ah, Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
Just know that she will not return.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for more than a decade. I'll send the ring to her family. With luck, it will appease them. Thank you for all your help, Sarah. Make her watch over.
Welcome, merchant.
It does matter. Piss off. Just when I started to feel sympathy towards you.
Good luck to you then.
It does matter. Ugh. Just when I was stupid enough to start feeling sympathy to him. You know, I've never checked what the blooming rose looks like during the day. I'm sure I know that it's got to be closed, but still. No, I can go in during the day. That's nice. Hello, ma'am. Now I'm going to talk to the person who really does care about her. Give him the bad news.
Do men find you intimidating? What about Wesley? Did he?
Isabella.
What? Too soon?
Too soon, too personal, too... everything coming from you.
Yeah, back off.
Sore spot?
If you don't shut up, I'll give you a sore spot.
I'm with Aveline on this. I don't mind if you make fun of people, Isabella, and there is a way to give her ribbing, but this is really not appropriate.
Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I like you, Jathan, but I'm sorry. Ninette's dead.
I'm sorry to say that Ninette was killed.
Killed? Why would anyone hurt that darling woman?
I'm sorry.
This is horrible. Thank you for letting me know. Please excuse me.
You're welcome. I'm sorry. But you did deserve to know because you were her friend. I'm very sorry about what happened. Okay. See, let's figure out what we're going to do next. Hopefully we can get the son of a bitch who was doing this. Okay. All right.
You have such pretty hair. What a lovely color.
Other children used to laugh at me for having ginger hair.
Really? Oh, I bet you were cute. Did you have pigtails?
Sometimes.
How precious. Little Aveline running around the village with her flaming orange pigtails screaming behind her. And little boys all scattering and screaming for mercy as she approached.
Shut up, whore.
Oh, that's too cruel. You shouldn't say that to her. That teasing was kind of funny. And you really shouldn't have said that about her, Aveline. That's too far. Sure. No wonder.
Drinks of the Hanged Man when you're done?
Absolutely. See you then.
Good to see they get along.
Hear you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Ah, finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do.
Gee, thanks.
I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
Is Bone Pit a tad ominous?
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
You know I'm one of them.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Yeah, so you hire them, but they pay them nothing, probably next to nothing. You probably pay them not much. What are you paying?
What's the reward?
I will pay handsomely. The exact amount depends on what perils you face.
What happened to the workers?
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
Nobody will go.
The bone pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The bone pit is mostly harmless.
Yeah, with a name like that.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot, to be sure.
That's all I need to know.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year.
Yeah.
The bone pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Yeah, I'm sure you're paying them a lot of money then. Why am I not surprised to hear that? That you probably make 365 times minimum more than that than what they make. Yeah. Great guy. Okay. I need to check something. Before I do that, let's see if I can prep something. Okay.